Now I will click on the fish. I have clicked on the fish. That is a huge fucking fish. Good fucking lord. I mean, I know I am a shit hot at the fishy, but we will say for the sake of saying things that I have eaten like one, and I will carry the rest into fucking town because I do not have the time. And people keep disappearing. The small one. What business have you upon Relgin's abode? And what? Silva. I do not understand. Are you speak? I not hear. You do it. Duros believe in you. At least I am not the only one who gets fucked up every time they turn on voice mode because it is a terrible program that I hate. I do not understand, nor... You say something?
Hello?
I hear now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Was saying no able speak, swim, needed land.
Understand. Is... okay? You bring... other day. News most bad. Silva, you no dryad. How long? Long time? Small time.
Small.
You no no is okay. I must go. Swim.
Silver. Fish. Still okay?
Yes, fish. Good. Go. Silva, in Adwick, man, noble. Come. What, Duros think? Change, lake. Come, build house, many house here.
Here.
Yes.
Here, old bad, like sick.
They bring like Adwick here. Adwick, here. Soon.
If bring Adwick here, swamp sick. Adwick made sick. Will make Blake sick.
Duros, not no. But tell you. I must go. Goodbye. I really don't know how to react around him anymore. The witch. I must get to the town. With my massive fucking fish. It is the lying tree woman. I know better than getting involved with that. Oh, for fuck's sake, what just happened that caused that to fuck up? I must to town. This is a little too intense for right now, I think. What will we do? We go to Duros. We go to... Should I skip this on? That works, why not? Perhaps the wrong playlist. They have done a bit of an optimization pass on the trees, so things will look a little bit different. I'm not sure it's making a huge difference in terms of the frames I'm getting there. One day, that is the poor district that'll open up and all hell will break loose, I'm sure. Oh, what is... a strange day it is that I must choose. I must choose to avoid the water in favor of straying by these strange creatures. Not for you. Where is Kidas this day? It matters not. I must find the Mirin. Ask him what he knows of this dryad. If he knows about our lies. But what should I say? I should not tell him that life force is the source. Or so she claims, lest he believe it too and I spread her lies. It is a most vibrant color, like an angry fish. The large man.
No, it's not my place. Oh, no. All right.
Ah,
Good morning, Mr. Duros.
How are you, mate?
hello. I bring for Adwick. You know where go?
Adwick.
Are you trying
to sell
taking it to
it?
the butcher?
What?
No. I bring butcher. Me. I think you war battle. Yes. To
Mr.
Battle.
Baylor.
battle. Fighting. I think this is word.
Fighting.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the pits? Is that what he meant?
No, you war, empire. I bring to help. You want?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Us.
Yes. Do you need?
That's real generous, sir.
I
Oh.
give.
I'm quite alright. Unless you
Well,
want
I mean, you
a whole
know.
ass fish.
Yeah, no, I'll take a fish. Fucking hell. Yeah. How much you want for it, mate?
Aye.
Hold on. I've only got like 30 copper, but.
Is okay. No need. You for war is. Duros
I could keep it.
here most bad. For full plate.
Oh.
Yes, I give.
Oh, all right. Sure, mate. Yeah, I'll take a fish. Yeah, mate.
I go.
I like fish.
I
I don't know how I'm gonna fix it.
go.
All right.
Inside.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I. Oh,
Oh, what a lovely fella.
Mirin, you know, is this way?
Oh yeah, he's down that way to the right, mate.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you again.
Oh my, where did the night go? I don't see you at all. Oh my.
It is most nice to come here under the cover of the shadow for once. Oh. Perhaps I should come in the morning all days.
Come on. Get him.
Oh. That does not look good. But they are outside the place where Lilin are.
Come on. Knock him out. Knock him out.
Oh, I, head down. Oh, no. It's not good idea. It's not good idea. This is a sign. No. Or strange shirtless men. I do not need this today. The other one had strange designs for Ellen. It is maybe something within their culture. I wish Kidas was here.
Tish.
Oh, why, Deep One, why must you always send me into the sun? At least it is still cool this morning. This place is so strange. I need shoe.
Need a model to work with, and I need
Of course.
Good day.
Yes.
This is where the big one works. Duros, you cannot go around being scared of every landwalker that comes with us. Comes close. This is not do. It is unseemly for a Triton. Yes, you must hold your head high. I am sure they are just maybe these iron wolves that Relin knows. Relin has a hood. Maybe she got the hood from them. Maybe it is a... Maybe they are friends. Oh... More of these strange creatures. Is that a creature? I wonder what insect spat that out. Maybe if I go this way, Shirtless Man has gone. I hope so. Ah. Hello, Oh no. I wonder what that is. Still strange sounds. Ah, they have gone. Sidoros, all it took was a little courage. These things again. Hello? I look for...
Morning, Duros.
Mirin. He in this way? Mirin. I look for...
Yes, he is inside right now. I believe he's speaking with somebody, though.
Oh, he...
Is that alright?
Busy? I... Come back or stay?
You're more than welcome to wait out here if you'd like.
Oh, thank you. I go in?
I'll let the other guards know.
Thank you.
By all means, you have business with Master Thessalo.
Nice seeing you again.
You as well.
This looks expensive. I should probably take advantage whilst they are gone. Oh. I like this place.
Morning, Duros.
Oh, good morning, Doretta. Sorry, is I not this is hello. I not do anything. It just dry.
What will you? Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I not sure.
Just don't let the guards see you.
Oh, not the. Oh,
Don't worry. It's just Mr. Tang. He's very helpful and very strong.
strong. This one is.
Yes.
Okay.
He's made out of metal.
Okay.
Do you require something from the scribery, Duros?
Go to find Mirin. Is
Is Mirandale, is Master Thessalo?
He's speaking with somebody right now. I've informed the guards for when the meeting is done to let them know that you are waiting.
okay. I wait here.
All right.
Yes.
Mr. Tang, let's go.
If you would like.
Thank you. I sit. I
By all means.
use is this is dry. Water is
I see. If you absolutely have to.
I is good. I sorry these words I
I would
not
say make it. I would say make it quick
oh I
if you have to.
oh thank you. Here we go. He's better. Not good in Adwick. Most many warm and I come back. Is okay? Out. I hear this word. Sorry, one moment. Witchcraft. Out wood. You know?
I haven't heard much on it myself, other than there's some circle of death, whatever, in the woods.
Sir.
Apparently the church is investigating it, but
Yes, church. I speak to man, full plate, but not same. Talk about
those are paladins.
paladins.
Is the word paladin.
That is name, and you are full plate and paladin for church.
Paladin of the church.
Oh,
Guard of the scribery.
oh, so
Like that one right there. Paladin right there.
oh, so
Just
you
walk by.
you guard a church paladin.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Not new words for me. Not quite strange. I sorry. We need to speak. Okay.
Making their rounds again.
I hope all okay. Doros fear something wrong. Is strange. In outside Adwick. Not. You know dryad this word? Strange.
I've heard the name, the dryad before, but
Oh,
I have never seen one.
okay. You not know. Is Doros most worry. Like scared, but worry. Sorry, I know not word. Is I hope paladin make okay. Is all.
I think he's saying
I see.
that if there were any dryads in the forest, the paladins, to make sure that they are kept, comfortable.
Not
Assuming a dryad, assuming dryads are even real. I mean,
this word
Exactly.
comfort
walking.
Only heard the
tree,
stories.
What's next?
I
Walking books.
work books. I know this word, but comfort. What? I sorry. You. Is I never. I not.
He's asking you what comfort means. How would you describe it?
Comfortable.
He's
I
not familiar with the word.
Sleep. Very nice.
Sleep. Sleep good? Yes.
Yes, make you feel very nice.
Oh,
That's
like
what
nice. Okay, this is word.
Yes, comfort nice.
Thank you. Many new words this day already.
Excuse me.
Oh.
God.
Of course, I get to one side. This last dark Mirin and guard go forest for witchcraft you find?
I didn't go myself.
Oh,
I'm not sure if he saw anything of the like, so.
oh, okay. That good perhaps. This man, this Tang, is guard?
No, he is a. I believe the term is warforged.
Oh,
It's not a. It's like a man,
like man.
but they are like man, but they are made of metal.
Metal. Like
It's
man.
not a man wearing a suit of metal. They are metal.
Is metal. So,
Is metal.
no, not like shot. Is I
Their metal. Placed.
I oh
My metal forged. It's a part of me.
okay.
Clothing to them.
That's a way of putting it. For us, our plate is like clothing, but for him, the metal is him.
Is
Oh yeah.
oh this most
So you saw
strange.
his arms and his hands were of metal. Those are his arms
I take
and
it
his hands.
you wanting to speak to Master Thessalon.
Mirin,
I've let the other guard know that when he's done with his meeting, to let him know that Duros is waiting.
Yes, he's currently speaking with Kidas, so.
oh Kidas is inside. Oh,
He's speaking
Hi,
to him
that's
currently, yes.
that is who he's speaking to right now.
this
Has he been let known?
is good.
I'll go double check.
I
I'll go double check real quick.
look for Kidas today, not find. Is good inside.
Ah.
This in Adwick men walk around. Many men walk around. No shut. You the is normal?
I suppose it could be. It could just be a matter of fact that they don't want to wear one, or
Oh.
they're too poor. They can't afford one.
I meet one who wishes ask if Relin single. This not no very not good. Is normal for man with no shirt?
Might be someone just pressing their luck. I wouldn't think about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Thank you Nice to meet you again.
Farewell, Duros.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
The steps.
much fire in this room. Okay, thank you.
Here's the other one for you.
Hello. Kiddos, it is good that you are here. I have been waiting outside. Is all okay? You last
Everything is fine.
dark go to
I was only figuring out answers to some questions.
I am glad to hear it, but I must know. Mirin, last dark you with guard outside, teach me this word, guard. Go to witchcraft. You find?
The circle. Yes, we found it.
Circle. Use word circle. Is witchcraft.
Circle. Here, I'll show you. It's just gonna draw a circle.
Oh, circle. Like
Circle.
Oh, it is a shape. That makes much more sense now.
Yes.
So circle of death. You find?
Yes.
Oh, you.
Though it wasn't a circle per se, it was shaped like this. More like a circle with a teardrop shape underneath. And within the teardrop was a perfectly live piece of, well, live patch of grass. Like that.
Kidas, you do not think this is one of those runes, do you?
I'm not sure. Normally it looks like writing. I had asked him if there were runes there and he did not. He did not see any.
Oh, is good that you draw. Is like other you show me? Maybe same?
Let me see. I guess I gotta call a DM.
It's a bit of a long shot, but it's hard to know what these things are supposed to look like, right? That guard was amazing.
He's doing a thing. 1 second.
Have you discussed with him the matter of the life force?
I have.
I need a
discussed
DM.
this. He's even aware of it.
I'm in the scribery. I'm looking at a top-down sketch of the death circle and trying. Yeah. Okay. I'll be in a second. Duras, if this is what you're thinking, well, would you be willing to try again? Trying to read the tablet? I've decoded only about half.
Me, read? if Kidas here, then yes, is most. You here, they say that, runes, life, same. You know this.
That life is mana.
This
That is what I have heard, yes.
not true. Or
Is that so?
must other way. Triton not use.
What are you talking about?
I am trying to explain to him that this cannot be the case. If there is no way that the Triton people would have used life force to power their architecture, it is just beyond the realm of doubt.
Well, we do not know that, and yet everything that is telling us about this is telling us the contrary, that it is true.
It tells us that there is some sort of land
Maybe you have your
dweller.
beliefs, but this is a man of the books.
The land dwellers may well have their way of doing things more barbaric than our own, but to rule out that there is other sources, other fuels for this fire is just as nonsense as believing it in the first place. Sorry.
I see you two are getting in a heated argument. It's alright.
Hard to explain. I try to...
I understand what you were trying to say. You were trying to say that there's got to be some other way, and there is. Life is not mana. There are crystals underground. Blue, teeming with arcane energies. Arcane meaning mana.
Both words not normal.
Energies, you eat food, you gain nourishment, you gain energy.
Crystal is rune? Or life?
Crystal. The crystal contains mana.
Oh.
That mana
Crystal,
can be used.
Like a... how do I put this? Much like a way a gemstone forms, something of the like. It's... You have seen the formations, I assume.
So,
much like salt deposits.
If I read this correctly,
They form crystals.
these crystals are used to power this. So it is not a life force that our ancestors used. I knew this! This is great news. Most gracious news indeed.
I've seen them. They are potent, powerful. I know where there are a few of them. Well, many of them. Apologies. When I think about it, I can't help but get angry.
You angry? Why?
Yes. Foolish mistakes I've made in the past. I've failed to harness or harvest any of this magic, any of the crystals. Now, one of these crystal patches lies in a place that is far too dangerous for us to tread, and the other is in Empire-controlled territories. I am unsure if the Empire knows how to harness these crystals, but judging that they've been using waygates for a long time now, it's not out of the question.
Use...
A moment.
Oh.
What do these crystals look like?
Bright and blue.
The beacon. What if that is the beacon that we've been looking
The crystals are underground in deposits, much like you would find with gems or ore. I don't think that the gems are a crystal. I think that they are a power source. If there is a beacon, then the gems would power it. The only problem is if you try to mine these crystals, and you can feel free to translate all of this for me.
I will. It's just running to my mind right now. Crystals and power source for it.
No worries.
I don't know of that. But if these are the beacon, and you said trying to mine them is dangerous?
Our Warforged tried to rip it out of the wall, and it blew his arm off. Of course, that was at my command, so he blames me for it. But this rune, or we're trying to look at the top-down view of the sketch I made of the Circle of Death, and trying to see if it like looks similar to runes that are that we have on the tablet or the pages and stuff.
What runes?
No tablets, sir. Huh?
What runes?
Trying to see if it looks similar to the runes that are on the tablet or the page. I have etchings of both on paper right now, and I'm just trying to see if that circle with a teardrop is like a rune-looking thingy.
Oh, over there. Okay. So to clarify, there was a circle of runes that were in the center of the dead spot, but nobody stopped Cornwall and his men from walking over them. You did, however, see something over by the teardrop, something smaller.
Ooh.
That circle around the live spot that she was standing in. None of those symbols that you saw in that teardrop look anything like what's on that tablet. Or the book, or whatever the fuck.
Okay. So I have those
They're actually
runes,
really
and they're
weird.
different.
The ones that you found in that sketch of the teardrop are almost unrefined. They don't look clean, they don't look sophisticated.
I'll relay all this information.
Anything else?
We might have Duros try to read one of the runes, or one of the
Well, you ping me and let me know.
Sure. Well, is that likely if we don't think they look at all the same? So I wouldn't. They look like a completely different job. We're interested in archways, so we'll go with no. Thanks, Brunswick. Yeah.
So it looks like there was Cornwall's men stomped all over them, but I was able to find some that were around the teardrop. They look like, well, as you can see here, it's a chicken scratch compared to what we're dealing with. But I think it might land your theory, or at least what you told me. If it is true that the Dryad did this, well...
Kidas,
I wouldn't put a...
reading runes of our ancestors is one thing, but I would not be so bold as to read whichever magic this witch is employing upon the people of this land. It is not a good idea for me to read this, I fear.
If it is all magic, then to you it would be the same, would it not?
The wisdom of our ancestors and whatever hidden magics it is that this witch is peddling are not the same, and nor would I assume to think of them as such. It is best that we leave this be. Mirin, you might want to fix your hip, because I've been looking at it for a while and it is bothering me. You got that sass on, you know what I'm saying.
Is that better?
Much better, very good. Not so.
How did you do that? Wish we were that flexible.
Anyway,
there we go.
you two are talking about something. Can you clue me in?
Kidas.
Yes. We're not sure about anything about these runes. I don't know. These runes are different, I think. Right? They're different. They look scribbled.
They
Or
are
was that
fundamentally different, completely. They don't even look to be the same format or anything like that. Something I've never seen before.
They're not of our people, then. I didn't say that. They might be.
Dryad, most bad. Fear, poison mind of people. This magic not good. Dryad.
I see.
Say, magic, life, maybe for Dryad.
I see.
Not for Triton. Is not.
So you
good.
already know that she's using. Does he know what I told you?
I do not know, but I don't think so.
And I'll tell him.
Oh.
Perhaps it's best that I tell him. It is hard for him to understand the common language.
Go ahead.
What is it? I do not know.
He had told me how the Dryad opened the portal in exact detail. This man had a friend who had passed away. And he and the Dryad put him to rest, or at least what he thought was rest. The Dryad, from what he told me, held his soul in life and used it as power for the portal. That is what she is. We had thought she was dangerous before. But now I am worried.
This is heresy worse than I
Many
could have
people
thought.
trust her.
No wonder she did not wish to tell us what her sin was. No wonder she sent us away. She told Relin that she sacrificed herself. That she gave up her own thing, but she committed an act this wicked and cruel. We must find this Dryad, and we must make sure that she dies. This is heresy most foul.
Yes, but how are we going to do that? This creature, this Dryad, we know nothing about her. We know nothing about what she can do. We would be going and ending our own lives.
We would
be going there with nothing.
Work with the paladins. I go and I speak to Mithrax, Alia. I tell Mithrax that mayhaps there is some strange witchcraft going on, some Dryad that was playing upon their people. I leave that place, and approached by two men. Paladins, they are called, warriors of their god. They come, and out of nowhere, as I tell you, they ask me about this. They seem most concerned. I speak again to God outside. He said the paladins will look after them. If we speak to these men, then perhaps we can help them bring this cruel witch to justice. And then perhaps we might be able to do something for Mirin's friend. To have one's very soul, one's very essence used so that they may live on their shameful lives. It is chills me to my core.
It's all beyond me. It's hard for me. We want to put everything into this. I wish to avoid her entirely. She is dangerous. That much is certain.
She has her claws in Relin. I know she is an exile.
You can keep them in there.
She is still your kinsman. The dead may be one thing, but to damn her soul is not your business, Kidas, as it is not mine.
She has damned her own. She has let go of what it means to be a Triton. That much is clear.
That is not your call to make. The Deep One will judge all in the end, at the center of all things, and I would not let this hidden witch get in the way of her and her right. It is still her right. Exile or no.
Maybe one day I would like to hear his judgment. And when I do, maybe then I will listen to it.
We will all hear it in the end, Kidas. But for now, the fact that this Dryad works her wicked magic upon the people of this land can no longer be without doubt. The death, the life force that is being drained. Adwick is sick, Kidas. What is to say that she is not using these people? Preying upon their good intentions to work whatever wicked magic that she is practicing. You have seen the place where she lives. The swamp, it is dead. This is no home for no nature goddess. It is the work of a heathen.
want to focus on finding our people's relic before I can worry about these people. Do not get me wrong. I see what your judgments are, and I agree. She is dangerous. She may be poisoning these people right under our feet, right in front of our eyes.
She may be poisoning the very people who are going with you to this endeavor. You may be bringing this witch right to where she needs to be, to work whatever wicked plan she is working on. They may stab you in the back. And what if your soul is next? What if you, Evadorsat, is used as some sort of conduit to complete whichever wickedness she is practicing next? We must let
Perhaps I should ask.
We must deal with her now. We
Would
can't.
it make sense to bring his help into this?
People say that Mirin is a bad man, that is true. But I have hope yet that a man of learned times, a man who has expressed regret, may get better. He has not lied to me. He has come forward and said that he has committed bad acts. And he fights for the king, the people who owns this land in which we are but guests. This one in the forest, I do not know what wicked intention she has, but all you know, as I know, is that she looked unto us and spoke only lies. And now has enslaved the mind of one of our kinsmen. As she has enslaved Mirin's as well.
So once again I ask, would you have him help us?
I would.
Very well. It has come upon our realization that this Dryad may be doing more than we are aware of. Have you thought at all about why people have their allegiances against reason or better judgment?
For the elves, it is a simple thing of her being a symbol of their religion. Wood elves, at least. The high elves, she is more of a... They see her as their savior. They see me as the one who abandoned them and her the one that plucked them from their certain doom.
I think it's possible she might be, in a way, poisoning their souls. If it is true that she has, in a sense, removed what it is that made your friend a person, used him as a power source, then she may be poisoning all of these people within this city. The swamp is full of death itself. I had always been warned of the moment, the position at which the color stops, that there are warnings to be heeded within that loss of color. And the swamp is one of those places. Every time I enter, I get this feeling of dread. It feels like something is missing from there. Not just the life that should be there of the trees, but I don't know. It is different.
Indeed.
Duros's thoughts, and in a lot of ways I share them with him, is that the Dryad is dangerous. So much so that it is possible that she is a danger to this mission. If she is truly poisoning people, taking from them in any way, taking their soul, their life, whatever it is that we want to call it, from the people that are going on this mission, and all of it is at risk. And if it is true that she is somehow with some of us, if any of us are in a sense, I don't know how it works, if we would contain a part of her, or she would have a part of us, or what, I don't know. But if we bring her, if we are at this artifact, and we bring her there, without bringing her ourselves, we unknowingly allow her access to this thing. What then?
Not sure. I had not considered bringing her. Rather, it was not in my prerogative.
No. We might... If Duros is to be believed, we could be doing it without our knowledge. We don't know how she works. She might be within anyone that she is in contact with, and anything about this magic... Now I sound crazy.
Nothing
It
is
all
crazy. I've
speculation.
seen crazy.
No. My fear is that we are bringing her unknowingly into this mission and may or may not. Her presence may or may not jeopardize it. And so we have come
You
up the
think
mind
one of our people
there's
would
a
want to
dog
be...
here that may need to be dealt with. He believes that she is the reason that Raylan has chosen her leads as such. And that may be the case. I do not know if that is for certain, but if that is the case, then maybe there is redemption for her yet.
Provided we can get it out from under the Dryad's clutches, is what you're saying.
It seems to be the case. Her and her Dryad, now that I think on it, the moment that I talked to them last night, they seemed a little... They seemed too harmonious in their thoughts. At times both of them would speak up at once. In a moment of anger, both of them. It did not make sense to me at the time. It was... Every bit of interaction that I've had with Raylan here was different than when I knew her before. I had known her most of my life, Miranda. And not once has she drawn her weapon at me. Not once has she withheld something as important as what she found in these cities that day. Not as she defied me so strongly to feel that she even has any right to deny me a position within a group that I am not invited to by her. And my own personal struggle, but the point being, she has been different in coming here, and I've always thought about that. Maybe it is the experience she had when she was exiled. Maybe it is the land dwellers getting to her over time, but maybe it is the Dryad.
I believe her
But
exile is a
regardless-
catalyst for it. I do not know what, if any magic, or perhaps it is just a conventional means of charismatic swaying, but
perhaps.
In either case, she's looking for a place to be, a place to belong.
All
And if the Dryad opens her arms and welcomes her...
die, Mirin. All die.
Say again.
All die,
All die.
Mirin. Is nature. False goddess. Break nature.
She did. She didn't used to do this. She used to be very kind and caring. But I noticed something change in her in Ledford. And I fear there's no going back. I think I understand what you're hinting at. You want to get rid of her.
It might be wise. But I cannot even think about where to start with that. She's dangerous. I know nothing about this dryad besides the things she has done. I do not know what she can do. You said she raised armies. And it would take an army to do anything to her. That is the minimum.
Unless someone can get to her without her knowledge. But the only problem is the only person that I have who could do something like that is infatuated by the Dryad.
Paladins.
Paladins. Yes, Seravith has always been fascinated by the Dryad. By the way,
I've noticed as much.
Yes. Speaking of my servant, it's best that you don't interact with her as often as you can. Stay away from her. She's unstable, unpredictable, and will tell you whatever she thinks will further her own goals.
I don't understand. When I talked to her, she was forthright. She was open. She did not seem to have any intentions behind the things she was saying.
Oh, what did she say to you?
I had asked her about what it was that she did. Rainen had talked about Seravith being another that touched a rune, and that something happened after that. I asked her about that, and she gave me every she could. She told me she touched a rune, and that she saw these visions of an archway from her home, and that they were attacked by these things within this cave.
Fuck. I need these rolls, man.
I think she said
I need
sets
these
of armor
rolls.
that were like animated.
Yes.
I need to change the position of that particle so you guys can see it more. I just rolled a 3 and a 1 to understand those things. So, I don't at all.
She's not good for your health, let's just say. And if she needs to lie to cover herself, she will gladly do so. Will gladly throw you under the bus to do so. I'm not saying that she's not going to be a valuable asset in the future, but I am saying that she actively works against me at times in her own self-interest. The only reason she is beholden to me at this point is because she has to be.
One thing is confusing to me. I had heard so many times, not so many times, but from herself and another, that you had attempted to kill her at a point.
I did. I did attempt to kill her. I'll tell you why I attempted to kill her. In Ledford, we were not friends, we did not get along. I saw her for the manipulator that she was, and she was toying along two of the males there. One of them was wise enough, distanced himself, but the other had fallen head over heels for her. I was warning him, preparing him, because I knew that when the decision would be made, she would leave him behind. Unlike me, she actually had a choice. Of course, it was an easy choice for her to make. What kind of life is there for a slave in a city or a country besieged? She could have a comfortable life here in Adwick as a servant and then still see her boy toy in however many months it took him to get to Adwick. That said, when she found out that I had told him that she would leave him, he took that to mean that she would be, well, that she would, that she was manipulating him, which is also true. She desires one thing, and that is control. But she blamed me. She attacked me, first of all. If the gods had not intervened, she probably would have kept attacking me. She attacked me and then told me she was going to sabotage everything I was doing from that point forward, unless I made it right. So I had to either risk everything on trying to talk to her boy toy and convince a man who has already moved on that he should go back in with this controlling, manipulative woman, or I could take it into my own hands and have her removed. I chose to have her removed. Unfortunately, it did not work. Or perhaps fortunately. Circumstances changed. And now I believe she will be quite important in our efforts to come, especially if wherever we're going is anything to do with the archways. I cannot go into why, but all I can say is I did not wantonly want to kill her. I did not even want to. I took no pleasure in it. But it was something that had to be done. Because I'm not going to let the petty emotions of someone who just seeks to manipulate people get in the way of stopping the Empire.
I had asked her the same question. She told me she has a friend. I cannot think on any instance where having a friend would make a difference unless they had talked you out of it or something of the matter. But she was secretive about it, as you are being to me.
Knock, knock, knock.
It's not that I'm trying to be secretive. Rather, I'm afraid if I tell you, something might happen to you. A moment.
Very well.
Come in.
There was much in that I did not understand.
The third Triton wants to speak with you.
One moment. Your third kinsman wants to speak.
Now, why would she
Shall I let her in?
You're in. Then I will take my leave. I am afraid I will not be able to contain my self. Mirin, sorry for friend. Duros would like help if can. I
You will have it.
must go. Thank you this day.
Before you speak to the paladins, come to me first.
I tell Paladin,
There is
yes, this.
tell him that there's information that I have, that the Dryad knows about me that might get me. Well, one moment, guardsman. I'll be out in a moment.
Understood.
Almost incriminated myself. All of this magic stuff. I don't want the paladins to be on my trail, and the dryad might try and point them in my direction if they start looking for her.
It is possible that if you go to the paladins, that whatever they do might invite some harm onto Miranda.
I have
So you want to
spoken
make sure
to the paladins this
all things
past
are in order
day
first.
and told them that this dryad is likely the source of this wickedness. I did not tell them where to find her, for I did not know, but I did speak to them already. They may try and find me this day.
Before you speak to them again about taking any action, I think is what he means.
Actually, this might help. He's gonna take the note that has, like, the drawing of the death circle and the runes that he found. You can take this to the paladins. If they ask you where you got it from, you can tell them it was me. But make sure that you tell no one else.
Take to paladin and say, from Mirin, Oh, okay. Thank you. I must go. I speak soon.
Very good.
Now,
Yeah. You'd think that was his personal quarters.
If you're going to charge
Well-
me 10 copper just to speak box, then I'll not be working for you. Oh, they want to charge me 20 copper whenever I come in here. I told them I work for
Can you stop being fucking racist for 2 seconds?
Oh, this
Hello, Twinkle Toes.
Hello.
You are being fucking racist.
Oh. 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 I am not translating that shit for fuck. Hell no. Touching some fucking witchcraft spells and leaving myself open and using my fucking power, my gift from the Deep One himself. Oh, hello?
Hello.
Sorry, I look for a paladin. You know where I find?
Oh, they've been walking around all over the place. I'm sure if you walk around, you'll find one.
Oh, thank you.
I can help you.
Oh, I know it's okay. I help you?
No. I insist.
Oh, I thank you. You know where find? Paladin?
Well, let's go. Let's go for a stroll.
Okay.
Guardsman? Have you seen any of the paladins about?
Hello?
Aye, they're at the church.
Alright. To the church, Doris.
I go to Mithrax Church, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Loretta, you are
yes?
most kind. I worry about is Duros done things most bad.
Oh. Well.
You are. Sorry.
I am.
is no. I what the paladin walk speak
Oh, fuck me, what does he want?
witchcraft. They use this word. Duros has speak to others. No, is true. Get
Well, there's a big circle in King's Wood that could only be something like that. It doesn't seem like it's burned. It's like everything decayed in a circle.
oh, this way. Come. He takes out a parchment from which someone has drawn an image of the circle, as well as the depictions of various runes which are found engraved in the dirt around it. Take to Paladin. Fear.
Yes, I was going to take my own to the mountains as well.
Oh.
I drew one myself.
We go, but together is...
Yes, I went there to...
Pulls out a really shitty, like, charcoal drawing of the same thing.
Oh. There we go. We go is... They must know.
Yes.
Is good
yes, of course.
that you are also... is most bad. We go find now. Is...
Yes.
Rush.
A rush? Let's go.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Is not in. Not need a show. That sorry, I did of that shit.
Good afternoon.
Well, me and my friend Duros have something to bring you.
And what is that?
I was informed that if we had any information on the witchcraft in the circle that
witchcraft, yes,
the thing that happened in the King's Wood, that we'd bring it to the order. So, Duros, you can show him the.
From Mirin, he is going to display to you an image of the forest. Clearing, and there's going to be sort of depicted scribe-wise the runes that were found around the site, engraved in the mud and soil, etc. Witchcraft, most bad. I bring for you.
I will give this to the wolf personally. She is currently not here.
Is
the order thanks you for your help.
It's my pleasure.
Is all okay? You speak other day. One other paladin, like self, most worried. Duros, hope all is well?
We will investigate this further.
Oh.
And hopefully our worry does not become reality.
Okay, is good. Thank you. You give as well?
Well, yours is much better than mine. I keep it for posterity. All I drew was a circle with another little circle on it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Nice seeing you again.
Good day to you both. May Mithrax guide you.
Is Mithrax good?
May
Yes.
Mithrax guide you.
The most dry. Not.
There's a well.
Well?
There's just a well just around the corner.
Is
yes.
Water? Oh,
yes.
Go to find.
There's no bucket, though.
Oh.
It's quite far as well.
Okay.
I don't think you're getting down there.
Oh, okay. Is you pull with
Yes, you need a bucket, though.
So
put the bucket on the rope, and then you throw it down.
Oh,
and then pull it back up.
For fish, hook is fish.
No, the bucket. No. Buckets and water.
I good at
So you get water.
catch fish. I go inside.
No, there's no fish down there. No.
No fish.
How are you gonna get back out, Darius?
This line.
You want to climb back up the rope?
Is not. Sorry. I not
You
understand.
can try.
I try.
I mean, if you really want to.
If I is good for me to know.
You gotta crouch to get up.
I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work. Yeah. Well.
Careful.
Oh, sorry.
Need your location.
His head. Go get fish for food. Yes.
No fish, only water.
Oh, only water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think they'd want you going down there.
Oh, like water outside, not clean.
No, it's cleaner, but if you go down there, then it may not be as clean.
Okay, I not go.
But if you had a bucket.
Bucket. What is?
You could hook. Yes. So it's.
I not know this word.
It's a thing. It's a thing where you can put water in it and carry it around.
Water.
Like a little.
Like lake.
Like a. Do you know cup? A cup.
Cup. No. We.
It's a very small lake you can carry with you.
Small lake. Carry.
Yes.
Oh, I think I see this thing. Yes. Tree. Wood.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
understand.
Like this. It's like this, okay, but smaller.
Oh.
And no cover.
I understand. I sorry.
So you put that on the hook. You put that on the hook, and you let it down, and you bring it back up, and you get water.
Oh, so is
from underground.
Pool with bucket and water inside. I understand. Is good. This learn many things. I sorry. Brain this day most learn things. You know Relin?
Yes.
Is Relin? You know Relin? Big time or small time?
I've only known her for a few days.
I not know.
Small time.
Small time. Okay. Relin, is okay to Loretta? Oh.
Yes, she's very nice.
Hello, dwarf.
This is Maya.
Is
Maya.
Maya. Oh, sorry. Hello, Maya. Is
Maya. I'm a hobbit, by the way. I'm not a dwarf. But that's okay. That I kind of look familiar.
name Hobbit? is Maya.
Maya.
Yes.
Name. Yes. Excellent.
Is this ears. This
She's wearing the hat.
Is not.
Oh yeah. If you're wondering what these is, these are not real ears. These are just a hat. Sorry.
Not. You wear.
Sorry. Didn't see that.
You wear ears. I see.
These
Is
are real ears.
like a horse on head.
More like a helmet, you know.
I understand. Sorry, I
sorry to
thought
interrupt,
maybe
Loretta.
was
No,
Maya.
it's fine.
Is all good. I not speak before. My name Duros. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Duros. Maya Featherfoot, by the way.
Feather. Yes. Shake good. Yes.
Yes, shake good.
Okay. Good. Good.
Like it was good.
So Featherfoot is Maya.
Featherfoot.
Okay.
It's Maya.
Good.
It's Hobbit.
Hobbit. Is.
Hobbit. Hobbit is also like dwarf.
Like dwarf.
Like dwarf, but hobbit.
But hobbit.
Hobbit. What? Like dwarf?
You certainly have a lot.
Except-
You've learned a lot today, Teros. I don't
yes.
think you should learn any more.
Okay. I not sorry. I not mean to upset. Not get wrong. Not no.
No upset.
Okay.
You haven't upset me. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Not to take out any more of your time. Oh, nice to meet you, Duros.
Yes.
I just you know, somebody in the neighborhood was asking what you guys are up to, and I was inquire. Is that like a lesson or something?
Duros, learn bucket.
Oh, I wonder if I should say, but it's.
Oh,
it's the
well,
lawyer.
it's...
She's just like, she
No.
She was just wondering what you guys are up to and asked me to check. Sorry to interrupt you, Rose.
Okay.
Well, I've never really talked to her. I don't know why she'd be wondering what I'm doing.
It's fine. Honestly, I think she's just monitoring her neighborhood or something. You guys don't look suspicious or anything. But
not
that's all.
supposed to be
Me,
here.
of all people, looking suspicious.
No. Like you don't. No, of course not. No. I wouldn't. I would never even. I wouldn't even begin to Of course, no.
I'll certainly have a word with her. The
Most
boy
fast,
No,
not
no,
understand.
She didn't say you look suspicious. No, it's okay. You guys are doing good. Just saying hello. Just saying hello. And it's
Hello.
fine, Loretta, honestly, she's not suspicious of you. She just I'll just tell her what you guys were doing in English
Speak
lesson, okay?
most fast. Do bad thing.
No,
she's...
do bad thing. Bye.
Maya. Strange.
Yes, well...
Featherfoot
Nosy, yes. Featherfoot, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's not a big deal.
Who this ask for us? We not be here supposed?
No, I mean, it's the Bowyer. I'm sure she's curious about something, but I don't know what.
Yeah,
She's been the person who makes bows, you know?
I not know this. Is
that they work there?
Work this their home.
Yes.
Is okay.
Yeah, we're standing around loitering. I'm sure they're just curious on what we were up to. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
We're not being suspicious, Al.
I
not know this word. Suspicious.
Suspicious. You know, looking like we're not supposed to be here.
Oh, look like not be here.
Yes.
Like, not good? Like,
Yes, not good.
standing, but, impotent fuck.
Standing, but...
Bad.
Yes, impotent fuck.
Impotent fuck.
Bad.
Oh, okay. This,
I don't believe we are. We're not impotent fuck, no.
no impotent
We're not
fuck.
suspicious.
No. This word, suspicious. In Adwick, many, men walk around, no shirt. This normal?
Yes.
One ask if Urelin single, not good, Triton, human, strange. This normal for shirtless, not shirt man?
Oh, you're talking about Gary.
Gary, yes, this name. I know this one.
Gary is very suspicious.
Gary, very impotent bad.
Yes, impotent fuck, suspicious.
Impotent bad.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Just kind of stuck up on me. You were looking for us? Or wondering what we were doing, it seems?
Oh, no, I have merely a curiosity that you to be hanging over a well, and I had to keep a hobbit busy, so I sent it to come look at what was happening.
Oh, I see. You're just trying to keep
You know
Maya doing
habits.
busy work.
I'm afraid I may have thrust her upon you. I apologize.
No, that's fine.
some
I'm just...
business to attend
Darius and
to
I
and
have
her
been
running away.
discussing, you know, common and intricacies of the language.
Loretta teach Duros many word. Is good.
Yes.
Very kind.
Indeed. Well, I do so hope that you're not doing anything to the well. This is our water source, after all.
Yes, I'm trying. I was trying to tell Darius not to jump down because it would be bad. To
Yes,
find a
it would be
bucket.
bad.
I not know bucket.
Bucket.
Remember?
Yes, bucket. Yes.
You know bucket now?
Wood.
Yes.
Yes, for move small lake.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
Well,
you're learning.
for,
This is all new things for you.
Yes, learn.
thank you for keeping the fish from contaminating our water. And I
He's not a
apologize
fish,
again
he's
for
a
sending
triton.
the
Not
hobbit to
fish, Triton. Yes.
you. Yes, Triton.
Water outside
Indeed.
most not good. Is thought I sorry.
May I ask your name?
Loretta Hartford.
Loretta. How lovely to meet you. I am Lithal, the boyer.
What's
That is my workplace.
Why are people saying that in my chat? Did someone say Among Us?
I'm sure
Oh,
you're
suspicious. Oh, fuck, I didn't even realise that was what I was doing.
course.
It's ingrained!
Yes.
You'll find my bows are of elven quality.
Elven quality. Well, you're very good with bows, so I expect the best.
Would you perhaps
We'll
be
need
interested
many.
in purchasing one yourself?
Oh, no, me, myself, no, I could never afford one. A bit better with a sword myself.
Indeed. Because you do seem to have the stature of one I could craft a fine short bow for.
No, I'm sure I'll be fine with what I have. And to be fair, they're quite expensive, are they not?
Oh, it's merely 3 silver for a short bow.
Merely. I assure you, on the assistant scholar's salary, I will never be affording 3 silver.
Oh, assistant scholar, yes. Well,
Can-
someday perhaps.
How is it that Loretta doesn't have any money?
Maybe. Anyway, I have things I need to accomplish today, so it was nice meeting you. And Deros, I don't want to take up any more of your time.
No, nice to meet you again.
Yes.
Thank you, Loretta. Be safe. I go now.
Alright.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Goodbye.
Deros.
Oh, it's fucking the love story of fucking Shinakami and his mummy fetish. I'm not going to pretend it's anything else. He'll understand. And probably won't deny it. I'll probably laugh about it and make it worse if I said that to his face.
Fuck, the aliens are here as well.
I knew it. Oh man, my fucking head hurts.
Painkillers kicked in, but it's still not great.
Don't really have much. Too much
Right, what to do now? I've spoken to Mirren. I've given shit to the Paladins. Mirren should know what he's doing, so it's all fine.
Yes, I'm aware.
Odds are him and Mirren are still talking.
G'day, Doris.
Hello?
Do me a favor.
Before I go. A question. Is
yeah,
it
sure,
common for people to pay for protection? If I am to stay here any longer,
people are so busy.
I'll need to wait to
Oh, hey
attain
mate,
some
that
sort of
fish.
copper.
That was real good. Tasted amazing.
I'm glad you like.
There's
I
mercenaries
go
here
now.
in town
Have
that
a
will
good
check
day.
For a bit of coin. There's the
I
iron wolves as
speak.
well.
See you soon. Nice to see you again.
So if you're looking for something like that, maybe a local mercenary or one of the iron wolves.
Is he hiring a hit squad? Is that what Kiedis is doing behind me right now?
I retreat to shade for a while. It might be nice.
Oh god, what's my performance doing?
Again.
Hello, Maya.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, Maya.
Hi, Deros.
Hello.
Hi, Jason. Sorry, just passing through.
Oh, hi, Carax. Are you the priest by chance?
Hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Wait in not sun is not good. This hood most nice.
Good.
You are work scribe?
No, that's my brother. I'm the runesmith.
Rune, I know this. What you work? You do work with Rune? Oh. You. You. Run. Kiddes, this man works with runes.
Yes.
You, know, this rune, Terror of the Deep. Path.
Terror of the Deep?
Path.
Brother said something about it. I was actually going to ask you what it was.
You know these ones?
Not any runes about them.
You, read runes? Understand word?
I could tell you
Maybe.
about this terror of the deep. I saw it with my own eyes.
What is it?
It is a thing most terrifying.
That doesn't help me.
This thing... I'm getting to the point. You'll have to be patient with me. This thing had been awakened. We think it might be by a rune, but we are not sure. But it was awakened. And when it was awakened, two eyes. Bright as you could see within the depths of the ocean. There is not much to see down there. We can see within the dark, within the waters, but it was even then dark. They illuminated everything around us, and yet you could not see both eyes at the same time. This thing was massive. When it opened its mouth, you could see rose teeth lined across your vision sharp. A maw large enough to swallow 1,000 of you.
Yes.
1,000 is
So.
Right, and they got two.
probably a light estimate.
You.
We call it.
Sorry. You.
We call it Yorsundiat. It is the closest translation to common that we know of.
You show those runes sometime?
I have one imbuing right now if you want to look at it.
Oh, now? I would be, I go see, would be, thank you.
Deepest cavern on the right side. When you're
Alright,
facing into the cave.
I must know if these runes are the same.
Well, then what do we do?
We rule things out, kiddos.
Hold up my gate.
Yes. No, I got on a horse, Dario. Trying to be that Gradian woman you need me to be.
Oh dear. I.
Oh, fucking hell.
Go.
All the way into the forecourt, is that?
Responding to this.
Is that what this place is? I do not know it. I have not been this way before.
Alright, come on in.
Oh.
Yes. Those that scrounge every day for coin to afford to live within the city.
Thank you for showing.
This look familiar? Here. Kind of interesting. Whatever way you hold it actually determines what it looks like. I think that might be an issue. That's iron. It's fine.
Blue. Is.
It is.
Okay.
Do all of them glow the same color?
No, that one's only glowing blue because it's for cold.
Cold.
Cold. So there are different kinds of runes then?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
You how learn this?
I learned it from a book.
Book? Book on rune? Oh. That is... Oh, thank you.
Strange. It is the way we live, that's... And not all runes are of our own making then.
Dwarf.
Or of our people.
From... how say... Triton from deep... dark. Dwarf from deep but ground. Yes?
Talking about the dwarves that live underground or our distant cousins that live in the Underdark with the drow? May I spit on them?
Do not know. But you... But dwarf from ground or from land like human? Bjorning.
I'm from underground.
Oh, from deep but ground. Oh.
I'm not sure I understand.
I sorry.
He's trying to ask if you live underground. But
I did live underground.
You're not too familiar with the layout of whatever it is you live in. All I know is that you are people that live underground. That is what I've learned so far of your people.
Stories.
What is it that you wanted to ask him?
If you could tell him, then he tells me. That way you get the message across easier.
Kides, yes. I am trying to figure out if this rune, these strange markings, are from his culture underground, the same way that we have seen ones connected to the deep places of our earth. It could connect them to the deep one.
That makes sense. I will ask him. So what he wants to know, and actually I was going to ask as well before he did, is this a thing of your people? Is this a thing of the dwarves that live underground, as it were?
Yeah, it is. Though most dwarves live underground, so yes, it would be from an underground.
Yes, I mean, I know of 3, you and your brother and the other, that live within the city, so it will make sense, not all, but another question that I am at least curious about. Do you know how these might relate to other kinds of runes? Any that you yourself and your people are not in tune with?
Personally, no, but I'm curious. I'm trying to learn more. I can myself, but being as we're outside of Runefalder, it's hard to find a dwarven master runesmith to learn from. So it's a lot of learning on my own.
So that is why you wanted to come on the mission.
That and my brother's going. I can't have him dying on me.
He is within my group. I can assure you I'll do everything in my power to make sure he does not die.
Better.
But since you insist on coming, and you have knowledge about these things, then it is useful to have you.
Kides, it concerns me that a simple question about whether this is his heritage or not has changed to a conversation about death. What is going on?
Do not worry. It is not a conversation of death. It is an affirmation resolve.
Oh, I see.
That is all.
Thank you
To make sure all of
for showing.
all of our
It is good to speak to you. Thank you. I learn.
Hope it was worth it.
I learn. I come speak to you of runes.
That'll work.
Okay. Thank you. Nice to see you again.
knowledgeable indeed. And your name was Stas, correct?
So I don't know if it's intentional or not, so I'm going to have to query it with the DMs after this game, because it's not super important right now. But those runes did look very similar to things that I have seen that the Deep One showed me, because I have actually seen images of those runes. Yeah, well, if you think about it, the eye that Kedus describes that he saw beneath the earth was also blue. Like, blue comes up a lot. It's like been a clear motif at this point. But still, you know. Dwarves, they're down with crystal clusters. Crystal clusters are beneath the earth. That lends credence to the fact that to the idea that Mirandel wasn't lying about this alternate power source, so that's pretty fucking huge. They also, like, notably don't look like what the Dryad's doing, which lends more credence to the idea that she has her own sort of magic that's kind of a little bit fucked. Yeah.
Runes. Lots of runes. Thank you.
I've been here many times and I still cannot get used to the musk.
I do not know if I prefer this or the shitty water outside. Mirin said that there are other sources of power, these crystals beneath the earth, yes? If these dwarves are from places underground, it is possible they know of them.
Might be the case. But he also did he not say that these crystals were well, the first ones that you talked about were near a place that was dangerous? Was that not inside of one of the archways?
There is something I must tell you outside these walls. But my skin dries by the second. We should retreat to the lake for now.
Yes. Mine as well.
Maybe not go this way.
There is no other way out.
In that case, we should stick to the wall.
Yes.
The things that transpired
I expect the effects to wear off, but it's still cold in there, and
so you
at least the chicken that's in there is relatively good. Well, it's cooler.
I will take this with me and read it to her.
Calm yourself, man. Glad to hear it. I'll take this with me and read it to her. Right before we take her.
Is all okay? We go.
They're about to leave. Keep the gate clear for a bit.
Anders, yes, would do.
Have you by chance seen Kate?
We are approaching. We should move quickly.
We should, yes. Let us get out of here and out of sight. Have you heard of a man named Arn?
Several times. I have. You were not there for this, but myself and Miran spoke at length about this one. It is clear that this Arn has a massive sway over the people of Ledford. I listened to him, according to Miran, without much afterthought. His words are heeded almost at a whim.
This Arn has said many things which go beyond the station of a man who simply smiths the metal of this land.
I also met him myself. Last night, I saw the Dryad and a couple others walking around the lake and then to the island. I did not know what they were doing, and I did not want to leave them
I saw this Silva, the small one, return to the island this very morning. He said he was looking to fish, though I have never seen him get in the water to swim after the fish before. And he is so clumsy within the water that I do not doubt that once again he is lying.
Against my better judgment, I trust that he has his priorities. Although in the wrong place, his trustworthiness is there. He was willing to speak when the Dryad would not. No?
That he would. But it could be that he is a tool employed nonetheless. A messenger for this one. Though a poor choice of messenger he would be. Serevith, you seem to speak of this one in higher regard than I have known. Mirin says we should be wary of his servant, no?
Yes. I had spoken to her prior to that. She was incredibly forthright with her words. And everything that she told me, according to Mirin, was supposedly truth. And so at least I can take her words as truth for the more important matters, but I do not plan on being friends with her.
I have only seen one other like herself. Her skin is darker in tone, the same way that Duros is. I wonder if she is from someplace deep as well.
She had mentioned this, that she is from a place under Eshmatalas, if you are familiar with it, the forest to the south of here.
I am, yes. I am aware of it. Just stuff my shot underneath this, as always. We should retreat to my cave. What I have to speak to you on may be something that is best done beneath. Well, it is not something I would want an unfortunate Raelin to come in and overhear. Keep your head beneath the water. I would not betray my home. Blessed be this return from cursed son. Oh.
Oh, nice, it is again. You rest within the waters, yes?
It is much better this way, yes. Beneath, away from the cruel sun and the... With the humidity in the air, it is most nice. I will speak to you now on a matter that Relin spoke to me on. Have you heard of the cities beneath the earth?
I had not heard of the cities, but I know that Serevith said that she was from under Esmeralda. I would assume that there might be cities down there, yes?
This Arn.
And if the dwarves live underground.
This strange man, who you may have heard of and you say you have spoken to in his own way. This blacksmith, as they call him, they know the word. He spoke of other archways, in other cities, and other terrors, but beneath the soil, not the waves.
Right. I believe we have learned as much from... Did we not learn that from the Dryad as well? That there was a point where they had to enter a mine, I believe.
I think
that, they had to...
that we are speaking on crossed purposes. These archways that they have mentioned, the one that they found, was in a mine, yes. But we are talking deep. Not the sort of mine that a human scratches upon the land. Not the sort of mine that can be easily walked to or found. Much the same as we fear that there may be an archway on the lake. I would go as far as to suspect that these archways that they found were close to the surface as well. These cities, however, according to Raelin, heard via An, are deeper than that, in the darkest mines of the land. This is why I asked the dwarf. It could be that these runes that he carves are from the self-same tradition as our own. It could be that the Deep One, at the center of all things, spoke to all within the darker parts of this earth. You know that I have tried to find out whether Mithrax and the Deep One are the same. It came to me this other day that perhaps that is the reason I received this vision, being so close to Mithrax's temple. Were it in any other time, I am not... How do I say this? This Arn, do you know if he knows the Dryad at all? If they are friendly or within that group?
The Dryad was with him when I talked to him.
So yes.
So was Raiden.
It is as I feared. So,
He also knew Mirandel. Have you looked at Mirandel very closely and noticed something different about one of his ears?
I have, yes.
It is what he received as punishment for helping Arn. My guess at what happened to this Arn is that he committed some kind of, I don't know, maybe a crime or something, treason. And because Mirandel is a good person to him, that he allowed him to escape.
I see.
And yet the way that him and those that are close to him I mean Arn, talk about Mirandel, the gratitude is not there. They do not see any level of thanks for the things that he has done for them.
No.
It's less duty, much like our own as Tritons.
I just wonder, what is this game that they play? That there are archways upon the land is now a given. We have theorized ourselves that these may be relics of Tritons or something that our kind once knew at least. I, for one, find it hard to believe another culture could have come up with something so sophisticated as what these portals are capable of doing. We know that this Dryad, the runes she uses are strange. They are nothing like what are found on the portal. But why would she poison the mind of Arn and Raelin to believe that there were more lost cities beneath the soil? It could just be a ploy, yes, to turn Raelin, poison her mind against her people. Yes. But the fact that these runes were found within the Dwarven people as well, I do not know what to make of it. Have no doubt.
They're everywhere.
There are cities underground that she compared to our own. Though I doubt that Arn has seen them, as I doubt that he knows what he speaks of when he compares them to the lost cities. The whole thing speaks of lies. But strange lies.
She is to compare them to our lost cities without even knowing anything of it. I've seen the lost cities. I have seen the terrors that lie within them.
I try only to guess this witch's game.
This thing for myself.
I am trying to figure out what she has to gain with such a lie. Or such a truth, if that is to be for a moment understood. What does she want? We are upon the land in the midst of a war. Our land itself, Adwick, is under siege from a threat which is committing genocide upon anything without the human face. Why would they why would they lie on this? It makes no sense to me.
Miranda said, that is what he said. Miranda said that she has done more than just open a portal. I told you before that she had used the power of one of his friends, as his son, as it were.
Yes, something which I still am struggling to come to terms with. That anyone would be so evil.
She also grows armies. In his words, armies of trees, I suppose. He said that she animated the trees in the forest.
Kides, what you have said brings most fear to my mind. This dryad, to her, she is not using crystals as our ancestors once did. She is using souls. She is using life force for this mana that they speak of. If there is dead within the forest, what if she has raised something?
Why do you think the swamp is dead?
What? Has she been using the forest to raise an army? But to what reason? What do they plan to do when the Empire comes? No, this is why I am trying to understand. What will they do when the Empire comes?
I don't know.
Will they run away again? Is that what she is doing? She is taking life from this land so she may go on and abandon these people once again.
A creature like her would not run away.
She has run once, and at the price of a soul. It makes no sense.
But she is amassing more now, I think. Mirandel said that something changed about her. Maybe she did not have enough time before, but she has been here maybe for months now.
Spreading the roots of her lies.
It is much different than before, is my guess. And if I were to guess again, I do not think she would run.
What is...
As I said to Miranda, and you were in the room when I said it, that if we are to do anything about her, we will also need an army.
Yes. Though it concerns me that he would not go forward to the paladins on this. He says that this dryad knows things about him. Any witch would lie in order to save her own skin. She has gone so much as to sacrifice a soul to save her own skin. So, that would mean that she has something concrete, no? Something that is tying Mirin down.
I had not thought of this.
What happened in Ledford?
It strikes me as very similar to the time when the Dryad lied to us. Feels like the facts are right there.
What happened in Ledford? There was, how shall we say? That they would find some strange way to flee a war is one thing. But to have a survivor of this place talk of ruins beneath the ground, for them to learn of magic and speak of these strange stories that Mirin has come to in the past. What happened in Ledford? Why did people change? What did they learn? How is it that they came to know where the location of this relic was, this archway was in the first place? Did they just flee into a mine and come across it? It seems strange that if it was a mine like they had seen before, that they would know what lay there. Unless it lay dormant and they just ignored it for whatever reason. None of this makes sense.
I know. These are all fragments of things that have been floating in my head ever since I had first learned about Ledford. Because any mention about this place led to someone that is either dangerous or knows way too much. But they are important. Yet. Those that come from that place know enough to help us with this mission.
I wonder, you know.
guess that most of them are compromised if the belief of the Dryads poisoning them is to be remain as true.
What did Raelin want from Mirin? I know you lingered there.
I did not know. I did not stay long enough to listen to what she wanted. I should have stayed. I needed to keep an eye on her, but everything about her. And I have already forsaken her. I did not think on that slight chance of redemption.
It is not...
I was consumed by my own anger. I apologize.
I am... So strange. I'm sorry. I must see to something. I will be back before long. Okay, the one night veils off. What the fuck is this? Is this someone trying to get me banned with a bot? Is this trying to... What is this? Okay. So we just had a shitload of bots come in. Why would they do that? Why would... What's the game here? Why would you send fucking random bots to follow people? Yeah, but why? Oh, thank you, Leek. I really appreciate that. That's really weird. Oh, well, I hope I don't get in trouble for it, because some random bots have been involved, right? I mean... What the fuck? That is so strange. Did my screen just get darker down here? Man, I am like legit confused about how I should read into matters right now. Sorry, out of character. Out of character, it was I got suddenly attacked with a shitload of bots, and I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what that was about. Sorry. All good. Right, I'll come back inside. Huh? Maybe so.
I was saying you could just take your time to resolve it. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll just deal with it later. Where am my body? Am I on the land? On the ground? There we go. Sure. Right.
Picking up where we left off. I was in talking to Miran, I learned I am confused about this. I think she's in a lot of ways playing her own games. But apparently she had told Miran them some things as well. As if she is playing every single side. She pretends to align with us. She pretends to want to go through this mission to be with her people. She pretends to attach herself to this Arn and a Dryad. She pretends to give this information to Mirindel. What are her allegiances? She's a wild card.
I can only assume that there is some sort of extra measure here, some missing piece of the puzzle that we are to catch up on.
Every single unknown variable seems to revolve around the Dryad.
Does it not? The longer that we are not able to do something about this, the more likely it is to reflect on our heads, and the more likely Adwick is to suffer as a result. Miriam may think that this Dryad has something on him, but Miriam is also a man who hides behind many guards within a scribery. We already know that people are talking. They know that we are working with Miriam to a certain extent. And if they did not already, they probably do now. It is... We have to take action, and fast.
I am thinking first what kind of reasons Mirandal would have. Say such a thing.
We need to know if it is something that we can take from them. Something that we can ward against or go. I do not see why an order of paladins would believe the lies of a witch above all things.
It is not a stretch to believe that words have spread that would put them in a bad light. The same has already happened several times. Wait.
What is it?
Does the name Foggrith mean anything to you?
Yes, it does. Revin told me in so many words that this is a puppet master who pulls all the strings, a snake in the grass, the person that is behind Mirindel.
He is no snake. He is more important than we realize. When I talked to Silva within the swamps, he had told me that Foggrith is the trunk, and we are all the branches. When I talked to Serevith, she said that we are all tools. And when I talked to Miranda, he told me that the reason he lost his ear was because of him, that he had misstepped.
So what does this Foggrith want? As far as I understood, he worked for the king.
I do not know, but if it is the case where somehow this ties back into Foggrith, then perhaps that is why Mirandal is worried. If the paladins and the church are somehow integrated with the king's people, I do not know how these lands run around here, but if that is the case, and they get back to Foggrith, then Mirandal once again takes an injury for the people he tries to save.
No. I do not believe this to be the case. Think about this again. So, Mirin has taken an injury, as you say, for sparing the life of Arn in the past. This time, however, we are doing something, and if Arn is a minion of this Dryad, then it is most likely that it is putting Arn at risk again. It is the opposite of what came before. Previously, Mirin put his own acts before that of the king's man, and indeed this Foggrith. This time, I fear it is the opposite. He is putting Foggrith's interests before himself. That is why he does not want... That is why he does not want the paladins involved. It is because Foggrith wants the Dryad. Now, this Raylin tells me this day past that the Dryad was worried that she would be used as a source of power. Due to the long life that she lives, that she may be able to... they might be able to use her as a power source to be able to activate the portals. That is why the Dryad cannot die. That is why Mirin says these things. It is because Fargrith wants the Dryad for this purpose. He wants to use her magic to fight the war.
That does not make sense. She's dangerous, is she not? Why would he put himself at risk like that?
That it depends very much on the competency of this Dryad, and one would argue that he is not putting himself at risk at all, but rather the risk the servant, Mirin.
It does not seem that the extension is very far. If this Dryad can raise armies, it does not matter if Mirin is the first to fall.
Every time I have heard...
Falgrith would be the next.
Every time I have heard of Falgrith, there has been this speech of how dangerous this man is. If he has been dealing, Mirin, his servant, has said that he is experienced in things most strange. It could be that Falgrith may be more wise to this than anyone. And good on it too for a servant of the king. In fact, I am of no small mind that if this Dryad's life was used to help spare the people of Adwick, that may go some way as a recompense for this terrible act that she has committed.
I cannot help but feel there is too much risk involved in this nonetheless. Having been so closely involved, so near to the operations of our own cities. Maybe they handle more risky and may believe themselves to be more capable. Maybe it's hubris.
Or desperation. They are at war. You know that these people of Leadfoot fled this place, including Mirin. And if Mirin was there, it stands to reason that Falgrith was there as well. If they are losing, if this empire is really so terrible a threat, then it could be a no-zero-sum game. That they either try and take this Dryad or they die anyway.
I see.
Do you understand my reasoning on this matter?
They do not have too much of a choice. Yes, I see where you're getting at here. And we do not... You're saying we do not integrate the paladins into this?
Yes, for the paladins will act much the same as I have myself and bring this woman a swift end. You have seen the guards. They dress in different wear. They even have a different word for this. Guard. Paladin. It could be that they are not the same. It is the same as a house's own guards versus the guard of the people. One is allied differently to the other.
Yes. But if they are desperate and this is their out, trying to use the Dryad in ways that they are not, Falgrith maybe he is the only one that knows anything about this creature. But the rest do not. They are in danger nonetheless. It would not be within our rights to... It does not seem like they're making the right choice. I don't trust that they are.
No. Once again, it comes down to this question that hangs in my mind. When it comes to the Dryad, when it comes to Raylin and many others. What happens when the Empire comes? Do they stand and they fight? Or do they flee once more? What is their plan? Really
question is not.
has told me that she wants to reclaim something of what she once had. That she wishes to be a guardian upon the land if she was not able to be a guardian amongst the sea anymore. Though it seems to me very much like what she is doing is not guarding at all. It seems to me like she is allying herself to her way out. And that the Dryad has misled her as to the cost of this price, playing themselves to be a savior who sacrificed naught but their own years to bring life to more. This is the depth of the Dryad's sin. That she would misuse our kinsmen by playing to her better interests. That she would guard herself around with all of these well-meaning people, whoever besides, promising them safety and not telling them the true price of her deeds. It is a wickedness most foul.
You are much more vehement about it than I.
How can I not be, Kiddes?
And yet I feel... I know. And yet I feel a sense of duty myself as well. But it's not for the fact that it is vital to make sure there is as little risk on this mission as possible that we are going to Fair Hollow. I would have to... I would focus on it first. The mission, I mean. And yet, everything points back to her.
Perhaps
Every
this...
single bit of this magic, these runes, these archways, these places where these people of Ledford have found themselves. Everything points back to her at some point.
Yes, that it does. I must think on this a while. For now, you are right. We should focus on this mission. It could well be that you must prepare to make sure that no one stabs you in the back. It could well be that this mission itself will bring us this connection that we missed. But I fear that I may be onto something with this matter of Falgrith. This man has lost an ear. He's afraid of crossing this man again, of putting his own interests first. That is why he tells us not to go to his servant. Not to act and tell this person to take out the Dryad ahead of time. It is because he knows that Falgrith wants her, and that if he was to take this action now, he would risk great danger to himself.
That is very possible.
Well, in that case, we must wander on. I am rested enough now, I would feel, to venture out once again. I would take some time amongst the water. We should dwell on this and reconvene on it on the morrow, and I wish you well. Do you know if the mission is planned for this evening or the next morn, or when it is that this...
It is not for this evening. There is more preparation to be done. Maybe a couple more days at least.
I see.
That being said, the pressure is to push it further from higher. Miren is making sure we have time to prepare, and also making sure we leave as early as possible.
In
we
that
do
case,
need the time to prepare.
we
Still
should
do not know what the...
go on.
Have I told you what we are looking for yet?
You have spoken in vague terms only, despite my best efforts.
It had crossed my mind again recently. The words in the inscription that I found. The word beacon.
Beacon. You used
the
this
only
word
hint I
when
have.
talking to him. What is this word? Beacon.
Yes.
As in a light, as in a... As the wave callers would call to us across the sea. Something that brings things close to
Something
it, or
that
signals.
illuminates.
And you thought that you used this word in combination of us learning about these strange rocks, these crystals. You believe one and the other to be the same.
I am mostly stretching for truth at this point.
This inscription,
Any clue I want to...
this thing that you read was upon the ground when this large terror was summoned, yes. A beacon for the terrors.
It was upon the walls. But, yes.
Beacon path, terror of the deep. These things, and this site.
Generations.
In ancient generations, this was the other one that you learned.
That was the... These were inscriptions of our language, Duros. They were not runes.
Not runes, but language, I see. Oh, the Keelan. Yet beacons still. I cannot shake in my mind this fear, this connection, this color blue that we see over and over again. You say that the eyes that lit up the night, that one strange occurrence, were blue. The runes were blue. The crystals were blue. Everything that we see is blue time and time again.
Everything is blue.
I wonder what it means. This dwarf said that in his thing, the color was related to cold. The cold and the dark could be one and the same. It could be a mutation of one form or another. Who knows how this language works, or what it is in truth that these runes describe.
Could be many things. Maybe with the dwarves it works differently. I do not know. Anything could really be. At this point it could be anything.
Beacon.
But all I know, what I do know is that there is some connection. These crystals, the eyes, the inscription, the runes that Raiden found, everything. It all comes together at some point.
I am slowly but surely trying to make a depiction of the eye that I saw upon these walls. It will take time. I have focused on remembering the small details and practiced carving within the mud. I wish to know if it is at all the same. But no. We must think on this for now and make sure that we are not missing anything. I will return to my prayer. Good luck, Kidas, and by all means, if you are able to find out what it is that Raelin spoke to Mirin about, so that we can then ask Mirin the same, it would be good to see if we can point to more lies or inconsistency within their story. I must know more on this Falgrith, and who it is, and who he is that thinks he can be playing with such powers.
Whoever he is, I have been warned by Mirindel not to talk to him. Otherwise I would have, but at this point I feel that I must talk to him to warn him.
Odds are that Mirin sees the power in this man, and would not see another take credit for his work, lest he misses out on some of that power.
Right, and regarding your carving, taken from someone who does this for a living, You will know when it looks right.
I will.
But until then, it will look foreign to you. Not much is certain.
Thank you for finally confiding in me, kiddies. I will think long on this beacon and what it means. Go with the tides.